Hi, how's everyone doing? Sarah here, shamanic guide, way shower, healer. Whew. It's a chaotic time. The energies feel really powerful, as I keep saying, but we are going through some massive changes. And it brings on feelings of exhaustion and maybe overwhelm. And I've just been down in Essex, as I said, to see my kids. And although the countryside is absolutely stunning there on the North Essex / Suffolk border along the River Stour, really beautiful country, I still find going to that side of the UK quite overwhelming sometimes. There's a lot more people, there's a lot of traffic. The A12 runs very close to the farm, and it's constant lorries and traffic, and there's no kind of escaping the chaos. And the shops are busy, and you only have to go to a supermarket, and people are filling their trolleys up with poison most of the time, and I just find it quite overwhelming, really. And so it's really good to get back to home, to Mid Wales. And I'd love to come down here to spend time underneath these beautiful old oak trees and their ancient wisdom. And this was once a drover's path, so the path itself, although it's now tarmacked, was the way that people walked, that drove their sheep, their cattle, their geese to market. Did you know that they used to put leather shoes on geese because they walked them all the way from Wales to London to market? And the leather was to protect their feet, because it was I can't even imagine how long it took. And how do you herd hundreds of geese along a road that's, takes 4 hours to drive, never mind walk? Anyway, my point being that, sometimes we get overwhelmed by the matrix, by, this constant need to be paying bills, to, emails that we have to do everything online. I've just been paying council tax, and, it's so difficult to change stuff over online. You can't speak to. So I need to speak to a human sometimes, and I find that really frustrating. And so I find it really good to just come back into this ancient land, and just to allow all that tension to dissipate. And if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious or just tired, very tired, if you have time, to get out into the country and to just sit with the trees, to walk down an ancient path, find an ancient path somewhere near you. I mean, they're all over the country. Even Essex is absolutely besieged with ancient paths. Or to get near a stream, like I've got Lovenant Brook here, if you can hear it. But it resets my body. It resets my soul, if you like. And it's not us that's creating this chaos. It's the so-called powers that be, that the people supposedly in charge of this country, of the world, have led us a merry dance down this dark pathway, this dark place where we feel trapped, where we're constantly running the treadmill, where we're constantly doom scrolling, that we're constantly feeling anxious about paying the next bill. And it's just so important, I feel, to get back into nature, to allow these ancient trees, this beautiful sycamore, not as ancient as the oaks back up the lane, but equally as healing, or the willows on the other side that have their feet in the water, that help us flow, that help our emotions flow, and the stone people that hold the stories of the earth, that hold the stories of this land, of times when life was maybe harder, but financially not as tied up, and maybe they didn't have as much in the way of material things as we do now, but they lived a hard but happy, good life. So I just wanted to say, it's not our fault that we're caught up in this overwhelm, in this chaos, in this uncertainty of where life is going. We've been duped into thinking this is the way we should be living, and it's not. We should be living a natural, more holistic life with, use the benefits of technology and things that we have today, but we don't need so much stuff. We don't need so much. We don't need such big houses. We don't need such big cars. We don't need to be tearing our children around the countryside to do extracurricular activities indoors when they could be outside playing in the stream, like my brother and I used to come up here and play poo sticks. Anyway, that was my thought for the day. That, when I feel a little had enough, I just come for a walk and listen to the water and let the trees soak up all that nervous energy. So, have a good day. Hope you set your new moon intentions to start something new. And maybe this is, just a transformation from within rather than doing anything physical. Oh, listen to that. Nothing. Ciao for now.